Horses were my transportation ever since I was 5 or 6 years old.
Pemberton was a wild, wild west when Bob Menzel was born. In the 1950s, the only way in and out of this farming community was by foot, train, or horse.
In the early years, we could take the shotgun to school and either bring it to the office or leave it out beside a tree until after school, so we were hunting on our way home. It was a 1.5 mile walk. If you had a horse, you took it instead. There was no school buses. Hey, babe. Don't run off, I need you.
Horses have been in the Menzel family bloodline for centuries. Cowboys, ranchers, breeders, and even guards.
We have documented family history right back to the Crusades because we were the bodyguards of the kings and queens of heaven.
And in 1911, Bob's grandfather and 10 children immigrated from Germany to Canada just before World War I to begin a new life in Pemberton. Freedom was what they sought and then passed on to future generations.
Hey, baby. I was raised just across the field. They say you could buy land for $100 an acre, but it costs you $1,000 an acre to clear it.
These are only a few of the stories guests can hear on a trail ride with Bob and his partner Susan Perry, who are tacking up for a winter wonderland ride. Bob started adventures on horseback tours in 1983. The decision evolved as naturally as his environment.
It was just a way to pay the horse bills instead of going logging. One day it was kind of busy and somebody said, you go for a ride, and they gave me some money for it, and I thought, hey, the horses maybe can feed themselves.
Bob and Susan's horses aren't your average nose-to-tail followers. Give any of these horses a kick and prepare for a real Wild West adventure. All of this ranch's 20-plus horses are bred from a 5-time Canadian English jumping champion.
Every horse we have, we've raised from babies.
Bob starts them. He's amazing at getting on anything and just making it work. He's got that gift, you know. I think the horses feed off him because he's so confident and so, you know, he's just there for them.
Best thing known to a horse.
Susan is an accomplished cowgirl herself.
This is Hot Shot. This is the one I won the World Championships and the Canadians and all the rodeo titles.
The 2-time world champion first mounted a polo pony at 3 years old, but now jumping and dressage has been replaced with rodeo and barrel racing.
Our horses are our stars. They're superstars. And there's nothing like a horse in this world. There is nothing.
The two enjoy the freedom they find in their saddles as the cares of the world fall and settle around them like snowflakes. The passion that starts their day at 4:30 a.m. in the stables is shared year-round, winter, spring, summer, and fall.
We never really shut the trail rides. In the wintertime, sort of just kind of jog around the village a little bit and then tie up at the pony or going for a hot chocolate or coffee or latte or something. You know, it's a great experience.
A modern cowboy hitching post wrapped in history, which is as authentic as the cowboy hat Bob taps.
I wouldn't have a life without horses. I told somebody I'd be climbing on a horse at 100, even if it was just to get on and off. We'll see if I'm not lucky.
From what used to be a historical horse trail in Pemberton, I'm Nicole Fitzgerald for The Express.